Hello. So today we will be taking part 2, class 12 biology, principles of inheritance and variation. In this video, we are going to discuss the topic incomplete dominance, codominance, multiple alleles, pleiotropy, and polygenic inheritance. So, why these topics are being taken? The topics mainly shows variation in the Mendelian genetics. These variations they don't follow the laws or observations suggested by Mendel. The first two laws they clearly discuss that the ratio has to be 3 is to 1 and there is no mixing of characters. So these rules that were suggested by Mendel was not followed in these crosses, and the possible explanation was given through this experiment. So the when experiments on P was repeated using other traits in other plant, it was found that sometimes the F1 had a phenotype that did not resemble that and had a phenotype that did not resemble either of the two parents and was in between two. The example 1 such cross was suggested to be incomplete dominance. So what is this? The example 1 I am showing here is an example of a dog flower, that is snapdragon. So here two plants with different flowering were taken, that is the red flowered plant and the white flowered plant in the parent generation. The red flowered plant were homozygous for red color and it can be denoted as RR capital, and the white flower was homozygous for white flower, a plant homozygous for white flower, and the genotype is denoted as small r. These two were crossed together and the crossing leads to the fusion of gametes R and there was a formation of a new variety or a new combination which has neither the red character nor the white. It was in between two and it was a pink. So F1 generation showed a very different kind of expression, and that's why there was a blending seen. It's not a possible explanation. The explanation is different, but it can be said that the colors they blended and they formed the pink color, and which is heterozygous. Now, as per the Mendel's rule, if we undergo the selfing, then what were the result? Now, after selfing this F1 generation plant, it was found that one plant or the 25% of them they again give the red RR, and the heterozygous dominant were pink and the homozygous recessive they all were white. If we find out the phenotypic and genotypic ratio, then we find that the phenotypic and genotypic ratios are different. Now what the ratios will be seen here? Now you can see here the ratios seen are the phenotypic ratio is 1 red, 2 pink and 1 white, and the genotypic ratio is homozygous dominant 1, heterozygous dominant 2 and the homozygous recessive 1. So the result has to be, the phenotypic result should have it should be 3 is to 1 according to Mendel, but it is not 3 is to 1, it comes to 1 is to 2 is to 1. So both the ratios are similar. So this suggests that, or this signifies that there is a blending taking place, or the parental combination is not necessary that it should be there in the F1 generation. So this phenomena we call as incomplete dominance. So it can be expressed as when the dominant allele is not completely dominant over recessive allele and the F1 hybrid forms are intermediate of the two parents. The phenomena we call it as incomplete dominance. Here, this is the example of this phenomena. Now, we can have one more example of this, which is about starch grain. Now, there are the two plants, the parents, one is homozygous and for dominant, and another is homozygous recessive. The homozygous dominant produce large starch grains, and the homozygous recessive produce the small size starch grain. So what do you think according to the Mendel's law it should be? So there has to be, though, because it is dominant, so it should be large size starch grain, but we can see the result as BB and B small b, but there was a intermediate size grain produced by the plant. So this intermediate is a new combination of the large and the small. So this does not follow Mendel's rule, or this does not follow the Mendel's rules completely. So the dominance of B is seen, but the dominance is superimposed by the presence of this another gene. Okay, so this caused the intermediate size starch grain. Then again the selfing was done and the same results can be seen. That is, the phenotypic results are one large, two intermediate and one small, and the genotypic ratio homozygous dominant 1, heterozygous dominant 2, and homozygous recessive 1. So results are also similar in of both phenotypic and genotypic ratio. So these two examples, they are the examples that clearly show there is a incomplete dominance of the dominant character or the parents, and both of them, both the ratios are similar. So this is the first non-Mendelian inheritance shown by the scientists. Codominance. It's a form of inheritance wherein the alleles of a gene pairs in a heterozygote are fully expressed. As a result, the phenotype of the offspring is a combination of phenotype of the parents. Thus, the trait is neither dominant or recessive. So, as we have seen in the last case, in incomplete dominance, there was a dominance, but the dominance was not complete, and hence they show the incomplete dominance. Both the character, they were there in the heterozygote condition, and the dominant character was not completely dominant. But in this case, co means both, and both the heterozygotic alleles, they show their dominance in such type of inheritance. So this is also the non-Mendelian inheritance where the Mendel's ratios are not completely followed, and there is a slight variation in the results that was shown by Mendel in these inheritance. So the best example of codominance is the ABO blood grouping. So the example, how we will look at this. The ABO blood group is controlled by the gene I, and this gene I controls a blood group in human RBCs. The plasma membrane of RBCs has sugar polymers that protrude from its surface, and the kind of sugar is controlled by this gene I. So these are the four different blood groups that are due to the differences in the gene I. There is a allele IA, IB, and small I. These three alleles, they control the formation of blood group in a particular human. The alleles IA and IB produce a slightly different form of sugar. You can say this, the form of sugar is slightly different in A and B form sugar, while I does not produce any sugar. So here we find no sugar. So it is due to the presence of the recessive allele, that is I. And here you will find that the blood group is AB because it has both the gene, because of the presence of both the IA and IB alleles in the human. Here we can, if we perform a cross between a parent, or if you want to know the different combinations that are responsible for the particular blood group, we can see that if one of the parent is IA and another parent is also IA, then the blood group is A. If it is IA and IB, then both are dominant and hence the blood group is. So we are mostly concerned with this type of offspring, where you will find there is the heterozygotic condition, both are heterozygotic, and the blood group is showing both the alleles, the alleles they express, and they showed both the type of sugar polymers on the surfaces of RBC. So this blood group clearly shows the process of codominance, where both the alleles they expressed and the expression was seen in the form of the blood group AB. So this was codominance. The same example can be discussed in the next phenomena, that is multiple allelism. This phenomena is the phenomena where multiple alleles are responsible for a single character or the same character. Here you will find that the blood group is due to the presence of three allele, or presence of three allele means the three alleles are responsible for the type of blood group in a particular person. So these three allele, because more than two alleles or more than two alleles are responsible for a single blood grouping expression, then we call it as a multiple allele. So this is also a form of Mendelian inheritance as per the. So next we'll go to the next part of this is the pleiotropy. So if in generally can differentiate pleiotropy as where a single gene controls multiple traits. One gene should control one character as per not the gene. The Mendel said that the factors are responsible for the expression. So, but if we go according to the Mendel's law, it has to be a single gene is responsible. For example, if we take T, and it is there only for the tallness of a plant. But here we find a differentiation. What is that? A single gene is responsible for multiple traits. So we have seen so far the effect of a gene on a single phenotype or trait. There are, however, instances where a single gene can exhibit multiple phenotypic expression. Such a gene is called pleiotropic gene. So where this type of expressions are seen. So this expression is seen in a very important type of disease or genetic disorder, which is called the PKU or phenyl ketone urea. This is an example of a pleiotropic gene. So these disorders are also called as the inborn error of metabolism, and because it is concerned with metabolism, so the formation of one or more enzyme disturbs the complete system of the enzyme. Effect of a gene on metabolic pathway which contribute towards different phenotypes. An example of this is disease phenylketonuria, which occurs in human. Now here you can see the protein that a person is taking from food is getting digested into different amino acids. These amino acids, other amino acids, they get digested, but the important amino acid PHE requires an enzyme phenylalanine hydroxylase which convert PHE into tyrosine. So if it is a normal, then the process of further metabolism will be continued. And what happens in absence of this? So protein from food is converted into amino acid. Other amino acid, they will be digested as per, but in absence of this enzyme phenylalanine hydroxylase, the tyrosine is not formed, and because it is a stepwise metabolism, hence it will be accumulated and then it can cause health problems or the genetic disorder. So why this enzyme is not formed? It is because of the mutation in a gene that code for enzyme phenylalanine hydroxylase. So one gene is responsible for the expression of all the other enzymes that were required for the digestion of phenylalanine, and it causes mental retardation and reduction in hair and skin pigmentation. So here you can say that a single gene was responsible for the non-expression of different enzymes that were required for digestion of phenylalanine. The other important concept is the polygenic inheritance. Now, distinct altered Mendel studies mainly describe those traits that from such flower color which are either purple or white. But if you look around, you will find that there are many traits which are not so distinct in their occurrence and are spread across a gradient. For example, in human, we don't just have tall or short people as two distinct alternatives, but a whole range of possible heights. Such traits are generally controlled by 3 or more genes, and thus it is called polygenic traits. Poly means many and genic means the genes and the traits. Many genes, they are controlling a single trait. So in polygenic trait, the phenotype reflects the contribution of each allele, that is, the effect of each allele is additive. Single character controlled by many genes. To learn or to remember, this is, we can remember with this word, that is a single character controlled by many genes. The best example of this is skin color in human. Here the dominant alleles are written as AA, BB, CC. All are homozygous, and because they are dominant, they are written in the capital letters. So it is the darkest. So here you can see this is the one. Then the recessive alleles, they are homozygous, recessive, small a, small b, small cc, and which shows the lightest color. So this is the one that is lightest. Now the genotype, so there are 1, 2, 3, and a combination of all these 3 different characters. So a single phenotype, what is that phenotype? That is a skin color in one, and it is the variation is due to the different genotype with 3 dominant alleles. For example, this, if we cross this, we will find the 4 type of 4 means if you cross this, you will find AA, capital B small b, and capital C capital C. So this will show this type of expression. So different expression because of different genotype. The single expression is okay. So we can see this is the same single character controlled by many genes. Here also you can see the 64 combination that was seen, and they show different traits. The maximum we find as this one, or the trait number 3 was found to be the maximum, that is. And if you go and find out, you'll find the ratio like this. Thank you.